they will confess love. Not because you chase them, not because you convince them, but because one day they'll simply have no choice. When your energy shifts, when you finally remember who you are, the one who's always been chosen, reality has to respond. That's the law, and it won't come as a surprise. It'll feel peaceful, inevitable, because deep down, you'll realize their confession was written in your belief long before it showed up in words. Welcome to the game of beliefs, where you stop playing victim to circumstances and start directing the most beautiful love story ever told. This isn't about learning new techniques or waiting for some cosmic permission slip. It's about one radical decision that changes everything. Deciding right now that you are the person they can't stop thinking about, the one they'll eventually confess their heart to. When that identity locks into place deep within your subconscious, your specific person begins feeling something they can't quite explain, a magnetic pull that grows stronger every single day. Their texts become more frequent. Their tone softens without reason. Late night conversations stretch into the early hours. And one day, those 3 words tumble out because your inner certainty literally rewrote the script of their reality without you saying a single word to convince them. Imagine yourself seated in the most luxurious theater, velvet seats cradling you comfortably. Ticket already purchased for the epic love story that's been waiting just for you. The massive screen is about to explode with color scenes of effortless chemistry, stolen glances that linger too long, quiet moments where hands brush and hearts sync perfectly. But before your main feature begins, the trailers roll. Those temporary, meaningless distractions, like days of radio silence from their phone, vague stories posted with someone else's face, confusing mixed signals that used to send you spiraling into doubt. You don't jump up in panic during trailers. You don't storm out demanding answers or question whether the theater even programmed your movie correctly. Instead, you sink deeper into your seat, sip your drink slowly, maybe check messages from friends or scroll through something that makes you smile, completely secure in the knowing that trailers are just filler content, short, forgettable clips that could never replace or delay the main event you've already paid for in full. What destroys most people's manifestations is treating those trailers like the entire movie. They see one quiet week, one ambiguous text, one story with another person, and immediately their mind screams, "This is proof! It's never gonna happen for me!" That knee-jerk reaction of doubt and fear instantly becomes their dominant belief. And the universe, being the perfect mirror that it is, reflects that panic right back, with even more silence, more distance, more reasons to feel rejected. But you're waking up to something deeper now. You understand that circumstances never tell the truth about what's really coming. They're merely echoes from yesterday's tired old thoughts, shadows of an identity you outgrew the moment you decided to play this game differently. When you anchor yourself in the unshakable certainty of they will confess love, those echoes naturally dissolve like morning mist under sunlight, making space for your real story to take center stage and pull every person, every timing, every detail perfectly into alignment. Your specific person might resist this shift at first because old habits cling tightly, they'll test boundaries with hot and cold behavior, pull back into their safe little shell, maybe even entertain distractions with other people, just to avoid facing the intensity of what they're really feeling. None of that changes your ending. It's all just extended trailer footage spinning out before the lights finally dim and your film begins. Your only job isn't to decode their every move, fix their confusion, or strategize how to win them over. Your job is to fully embody the radiant version of yourself who already received that heart-stopping confession, who wakes up every morning to good morning texts that make her smile, who feels so deeply secure in love that constant reassurance feels unnecessary and almost amusing. Live from that inner reality every single day. Speak from that place. Move through the world carrying that quiet confidence and watch how their resistance crumbles day by day under the sheer power of your unwavering knowing that the confession is already done in the only place that matters within you. In the days and weeks leading up to that magical moment, you'll feel the energy shift first inside yourself. You start walking with a subtle sway in your hips, smiling at strangers without effort, carrying a glow that turns heads everywhere you go. Your specific person feels it most intensely even from miles away, because energy doesn't respect distance. First comes a random text out of nowhere. Hey, been thinking about you lately, what's good? Then another, the next day, casual on the surface, but laced with something deeper. Conversations begin stretching longer than usual, filled with pauses, heavy with unspoken truth. Questions that reveal they're paying closer attention than before. You never push or overanalyze. You simply respond from the calm center of someone who's already loved deeply, already chosen completely. And then one evening, maybe during a late night call when vulnerability cracks open wide, or perhaps face to face over coffee, with sunlight catching their nervous eyes, their voice breaks just a little. I love you. I've felt this building for so long. I just had to say it. Those words land softly, perfectly, like puzzle pieces clicking into place, and you'll feel profound peace wash over you, not shock or disbelief, but deep recognition, because you lived this exact moment in your inner world long before their lips formed the sounds. Doubt will try sneaking back in through the side door, whispering about all the time that's passed without progress, or pointing to evidence, like their continued silence or social media posts that sting. Meet that doubt like an outdated guest who wandered into the wrong party, gently but firmly remind it that evidence never creates belief. Belief always creates the evidence that confirms it. Every single quiet day, every confusing moment is just the universe working overtime behind the velvet curtain, clearing out old scenery to make room for your blockbuster reveal. Synchronicities will start lighting up your path like runway markers, mutual friends casually dropping their name into conversation, their favorite song playing at the perfect moment. Dreams so vivid, they feel like rehearsals for what's coming. These aren't random coincidences. They're the universe winking at you, signaling that your movie is loading, the projector warming up, the screen about to burst with a love story you scripted from pure belief. The true beauty of mastering the game of beliefs lies in how effortlessly natural this all becomes once you fully commit to your new identity. You stop spiraling over read receipts at 2 a.m. or overanalyzing every word in their texts for hidden meanings. Instead, you fill your days with pure joy, long walks where the sun warms your face, music playlists that lift your soul higher, quiet evenings lost in books or creative flow where time disappears. That sense of inner wholeness radiating from you becomes irresistibly magnetic, drawing your person closer without any force or manipulation, because on a soul level, they sense you're no longer available for games, breadcrumbs, or half-hearted attention. You're the prize now, the one so undeniably lovable that confessing becomes their only honest option, and they'll step up boldly when your belief makes the timing ripe and perfect. Picture that confession moment in crystal clarity. Their eyes locked onto yours with an intensity that stops your breath, words tumbling out raw and unfiltered, voice trembling just enough to reveal how long they've carried this secret. No need for grand gestures or movie script drama. It's intimate, profound. Two hearts finally syncing after dancing around each other for far too long. You'll feel a rush of warm peace flooding every cell. Not frantic excitement, but deep soul-level recognition. Because you directed this scene in your mind 100 times already. Their vulnerability mirrors the quiet strength you've been cultivating, and in that instant, all the old fears of unworthiness dissolve like smoke. This isn't luck, timing, or coincidence. It's the inevitable result of you claiming your worth so completely that reality had no choice but to deliver the ending you wrote. To anchor this belief, through every test life throws your way, practice flipping every negative thought pattern with effortless grace. They disappear for days, silently affirm. Just another trailer rolling my main feature, stays on schedule. They post pictures with someone new, smile inwardly. Pure filler content before my story takes over completely. Months stretch without clear progress. Breathe deep. The best love stories always build delicious anticipation for the payoff. Make "they will confess love" your quiet daily mantra. Not chanted desperately, but spoken with the serene confidence of someone who's already crossed the finish line. Over weeks of this practice, your subconscious rewires completely, turning unshakable certainty into your natural default state, where doubt feels like a distant, irrelevant memory. What truly separates manifestation masters from eternal hopefuls boils down to one thing: unwavering consistency in the invisible realm where beliefs take root. Winners understand trailers never predict or determine the movie. They relax fully into plush seats, trust the theater's programming implicitly, and let every detail unfold without interference. Quitters jump up at the first boring preview, convinced the show got canceled, then manifest endless reruns of disappointment by rewriting their script mid-performance. Choose the winner's path every single day. Your specific person is already shifting beneath the surface. They feel the irresistible tug of your upgraded energy vibrating through their reality, even if pride or fear keeps their words locked away for now. Hold your position with grace, and that confession flows as naturally as breathing. As days melt into weeks and subtle shifts accelerate, you'll witness the world conspiring beautifully in your favor. Conversations deepening beyond surface level, walls crumbling with surprising ease, their actions speaking volumes louder than any text ever could. The magnetic pull becomes completely undeniable, old patterns shattering like glass under pressure. And when those long-awaited words finally spill out, "I love you. I've loved you all along," it marks not the finish line, but the breathtaking beginning of the love story you architected from pure, focused belief. So tonight, settle deep into your personal theater seat. Lights gradually dimming all around, heart brimming with quiet anticipation. Popcorn within reach, perfect view secured, every sense alive with expectation. The trailers might play a little longer than expected, weaving their temporary distractions across the screen, but your certainty remains untouched. You purchased this ticket with the currency of awakened belief. You handpick the ending where they confess love completely, where connection flows eternally, where every moment feels like destiny fulfilled. Breathe deeply into that knowing. Smile softly to yourself. Your movie begins any moment now. They will confess love. And when they do, you'll already be living every beautiful second of it. I hope this helped you. I will meet you with another golden nugget soon. Happy manifesting.